I call this rocket writing. So my book, The Rocket Writer, How to Write Your Nonfiction Book in 24 Hours, captures this process.
What if writing a book is not just a way to transform the lives of many people, but also a way to create financial freedom and leave a legacy? Wouldn't you want to find out just how to do that? Well, that's what this show is all about.
Hi, I'm Hennika Watkis, Porter, speaker, coach, author of Podcast Power, and the host of the Entrepreneurial You podcast, inviting you to listen to the Authorpreneur Secrets podcast, brought to you by Ruth Taylor, best-selling indie author and the Caribbean's most trusted voice on entrepreneurship. Tune in for inspiration, information, and innovation to write and win with books. Get ready to dominate entrepreneurship.
Greetings, entrepreneurs. Welcome to episode 28 of the Authorpreneur Secrets podcast. I'm your host, Ruth Taylor, and this is a program where we give you the roadmap to win with books beyond book sales and dominate entrepreneurship. We want to make the Caribbean the home of independent publishing and authorpreneurship. Today is our Q&A session, and I have just one main question that I'm going to be addressing, which I get from time to time. How do you write a book in 24 hours? And that question is pertinent as we are currently in the annual Rocket Writing Challenge, which I hosted my Indie Authorpreneurs Facebook group, and that is to write a small nonfiction book between 10,000 and 30,000 words. It's also Nanowrimo. Those who are doing Nanowrimo are encouraged to write a novel, the first draft of 50,000 words in 30 days. And in today's Resources to Win, I am going to introduce you to Michael Laron. He works with Ally and has a YouTube channel called Author Level Up. And of course, I'm going to be sharing Dave's latest article, which has to do with NaNoWriMo, what's it about, and how you can prepare for it. So although with both challenges, we are 7 days in, I think it is still not too late because some of us don't need 30 days to write our first draft, be it 30,000 words or 50,000 words. So before we get into answering that question and sharing the resources to win, let's have a word from our sponsor, Frame Art Jamaica Limited.
Come to Frame Art Jamaica Limited for your one-stop framing, graphic design, and printing needs. We frame photos, certificates, paintings, t-shirts, and so much more. You can also get high-quality prints and framing done in a quick turnaround time to fit your budget. Visit Frame Art Jamaica at 22C Old Hope Road, Kingston 5. Weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call us at 876-929-3058 or visit us at info@frameartjamaica.com. Serving you for over 30 years.
All right, so first up, let's talk about NaNoWriMo and Dave's article this week. So Dave featured an article on Kindlepreneur as it relates to the challenge. So that's Dave Chesson of Kindlepreneur. And in the article, he talks about what is NaNoWriMo, what are the rules of NaNoWriMo, how to prepare for NaNoWriMo, and he also has other NaNoWriMo FAQ. If this is your first time joining and you don't understand what is NaNoWriMo, it stands for National Novel Writing Month. It's completely free. It's a yearly challenge with one goal: write a book of 50,000 words during the month of November. That would be an average of 1,667 words per day. And Dave breaks it down that the rules for NaNoWriMo, your novel must be at least 50,000 words and written during the period. You're not using any material that you had before. And it's a novel. And I saw where that includes even memoir. So go ahead and do that. And you need to be over 17, if not join the Young Writers Program. And they also have a form that you can actually fill out and join the challenge. So it is really an official thing. So you can go to the NaNoWriMo website and sign up. So Dave is really offering a lot of help to the independent author community. And he gives you tips to do that. Search for your writing prompt, determine what genre you want to write your book in, determine the kind of feel you want your story to have, what's the overall theme of your novel, and different things. So I would advise you to check out that article. It has things about character development, choosing your POV, your point of view, how to write an outline, how to schedule your time wisely, creating an accountability partner, and all of that jazz. So I'm going to put the link in the show notes to that. Let's go to Michael Laron. He has on his website, authorlevelup.com. So his books, some of them are The Indie Writer's Encyclopedia, How to Write Your First Novel, Be a Writing Machine, Mental Models for Writers, The Reader's Bill of Rights, The Author Income Problem, The Indie Author Beast Theory, The Indie Author Atlas, and one of his recent books has to do with 150 questions, self-publishing questions answered. And this is Ali's writing, publishing, and marketing tips for authors and poets. There are just a host of other books that Michael has on the site. Michael has 23 books having to do with writing, and you can go to authorlevelup.com/books to check him out. But he also has a YouTube channel, the Author Level Up channel, and you can go and check it out. I'll put the links in the show notes. I found this interesting thing about Michael. He said he almost died in 2012, and that near-death experience made him realize that being an author was his true calling in life. So although he has another full-time job, he finds the time to write. You can just go and check him out there. So he's a science fiction and fantasy author. He's written over 60 books and counting while working a full-time job, raising a family, and attending law school classes in the evenings. And check him out if you want to win on your author journey. All right, so let's get into the Q&A section for today, which is how do you write a book in 24 hours? I focus on nonfiction books and small books, but it can be done for even larger books, because if you remember the episode where I shared my story, I wrote the first draft of my memoir in 11 days, and it was almost 68,000 words. And there is in the US, various groups, Chris Fox and others, they have these writing sprints. I saw even Dale Roberts on his YouTube channel. I'm going to introduce it to him and another time, Self-Publishing with Dale Roberts, where he carried out this 24-hour writing sprint and wrote his book. I think it's a book having to do with Amazon keywords, and that was live for people to see, and those who wanted to join in. So first of all, it is possible. I call this rocket writing. So my book, The Rocket Writer, How to Write Your Nonfiction Book in 24 Hours, captures this process, because I found I was writing 2 to 3 books per week when I wrote the 20 books in 1 year. And what I found out is if you're going to write a book fast, especially a nonfiction book, I can't speak to fiction books, is that you have to write based on your area of expertise and your experience. So it's your story, your expertise, your skills. It is your passion. It is something that you know about, and it's not hard for you to discuss it. And so what you will do, having chosen your topic or the area that you want to write in, and in the Rocket Writer, I give you 12 rocket writing ideas. For example, it could be speeches that you give, and then you convert that to a book. It could be you've had a teaching series, and so you convert that to a book. It could be you blog, so you convert that content to a book. It can be that you have pre-existing content. So all you do now is to organize it, add new information based on the topic that you're choosing. So suppose you are writing your story of maybe living with a disability and how you've been able to still achieve your goals despite that. Is your story, so you know that. So you could talk about it in a logical way from childhood to adulthood and choose some of the experience. So you're not going to use all your experiences. And just like with any writing thing, for some authors, they do this. I encourage it. You create an outline. So you do a mind map or a brainstorm, and you just jot down all the things and the major points you want to say. I say you need to seal it. Think of it like a TED Talk. And so you have your chief idea, your examples, your explanation, the evidence, and you link everything back to that chief idea. So those are some of the guiding principles in terms of how you actually write. There is actually a 5-step process, right? So you want to plan it first. So you prepare for it. You do your outline, and then you choose whether you're going to actually pen it, meaning you are writing in your time set to write, or you speak your book. I find when you speak your book that you go faster. So I say pen or present it. And then afterwards you polish it and prepare for publication. Now that can be done since you're fairly knowledgeable about the topic or it's your life. I have had 8-hour boot camps where persons have been able to get the entire content out in 8 hours. So it need not be 24 full hours. But the other option could be that it is 24 hours over 24 days. So you set yourself 1 hour per day that I'm going to write this book. And you will end up with the word count desired or finish the draft. One of the things we say while you're doing that, do not write and edit, because they use 2 different sides of the brain. So write fast, edit slowly, take the time to polish it. Those who've done the Rocket Writing Challenge with me, sometimes they publish their book a year later, some of them a few months later. It takes time. So it's just the first draft, whether it's Nanowrimo or Rocket Writing Challenge is the first draft. So I just wanted to clear that up. It could be that you have 3 8-hour sessions. You plan and prepare, then you come and you write, you map out the chapters, you do the outlining. And I would say just get my book, The Rocket Writer by Ruth Taylor. It is on authorpreneursecrets.com. It's on extramileja.com, my main website. And it's on Amazon. It's only in the ebook version. It's free. It's on Barnes & Noble. It's on Google Books. It's widely distributed through Draft to Digital. So you could get it in about at least 10 different places online. So that's how you do it. And I just wanted to address that question for those who keep asking. I'll be doing actually a workshop on the process this month at, I think it is a literary festival. I've been asked to do a presentation on it, but I've done this with young people. I did it earlier this year at a summer camp for teenagers, and they were able to do it. I normally show them the steps, and then I give them 15 minutes to actually write. And I was surprised, one young man who didn't think he could write anything wrote almost 500 words. So it works. So you want to plan it out, map out the time, block the time to write, choose your topics, and then decide if you're going to record it, as in go voice to text using Zoom or Otter.ai or some other device, whether you're going to write over 3 8-hour periods, or you're going to take, I don't encourage literal 24 hours because you're going to get tired, in a single day, but you can stretch it out where it's 1 hour each day for 24 days. It is still 24 hours. But if you know your content, then you can do it. Also, children's books lend themselves to this because children's books are not long books. In fact, in our writing challenge just now, our Rocket Writing Challenge, this is day 7, and one person has finished her short read. She wrote over 10,000 words, and so she is the winner. I will be granting her the prizes at the end of the challenge so that we can encourage everybody on the challenge to finish. But it is possible, and so I trust that you will take on this challenge, and you can do it because others are doing it. But just to say that you don't have to write it fast, right? Everybody goes at a different pace. What it matters most is that you write. So writing is winning. All right, that's it for today's show. I trust that you will share it with your friends. Yes, the podcast is being listened to in 9 different countries. You have Jamaica, the US, the United Kingdom, Canada, Panama, Japan, Trinidad, Philippines, and all the way in Namibia. I went to Namibia in 2013. So share it with a friend. Remember, take charge of your publishing, go penny to win it, and dominate authorpreneurship. This is Ruth Taylor saying, ta for now, until next time.
I'm Tamara Francis, educator and editor. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share the podcast with your network. If you'd like to increase your impact and income with books, visit authorpreneursecrets.com for more resources, including the books Pen It to Win It and Authorpreneur Secrets. Join the Authorpreneur Secrets Academy membership group for courses, coaching, and community support to write, publish, and win with books. Enrollment is in January and June each year. You may also sign up for one of Ruth's Publishing Made Easy courses or private coaching to write and publish your next book. Until next time, go pen it to win it.